Um, Ever wonder why so many of us feel a pang of nostalgia when we think about sports movies? It wasn't just the inspiring stories or the thrilling games. It was a unique era, uh,
golden age for the genre that seems increasingly distant today.
um, the 70s and 80s laid the groundwork with classics like Rocky and Major League, but the early 90s, and that's where things truly took off. It wasn't just about the films themselves, it was about the cultural impact, the way these stories resonated with a generation. 1992 alone gifted us with two unforgettable gems. White Men Can't Jump wasn't just a basketball movie, it was a hilarious, insightful look at hustling, competition, and unlikely friendships. Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, and Rosie Perez delivered performances that still feel fresh and vibrant. Then there was A League of Their Own, and Penny Marshall's heartwarming tale of the All American Girls Professional Baseball League captured a unique moment in history, celebrating female athletes and the power of teamwork. It's a film that continues to inspire and uplift audiences today. Um, but it wasn't just about the big leagues. And Rudy became the ultimate underdog story, reminding us that with enough heart and determination, anything is possible. It's a film that continues to resonate with anyone who's ever dared to dream big. Uh, for kids growing up in the 90s, sports movies were everywhere. Um, the Mighty Ducks trilogy sparked a nationwide interest in hockey, while The Sandlot captured the magic of childhood summers and the joy of playing baseball with friends. From Rookie of the Year to Little Giants, these films weren't just entertainment. They were cultural touchstones, uh, and they shaped our childhoods, inspired our dreams, and taught us valuable lessons about teamwork, perseverance, and the importance of having fun. And then the late 90s and early 2000s continued the momentum with films like Space Jam, Remember the Titans, and Miracle. Uh, but even with these successes, something felt different. Um, the sheer volume of sports movies began to uh, dwindle. Um, while films like Million Dollar Baby and more recent releases like Moneyball and Creed have proven that the genre still has life. It's hard to deny that the golden age of sports movies feels like a distant memory. Today, sports movies seem to be more spaced out with fewer and fewer releases each year. But even with the decline, the legacy of the early 90s continues to inspire filmmakers and captivate audiences. Um, and it makes you wonder, maybe we need a new generation of sports movies to reignite the magic, and they would not get to reignite both made. Perhaps it's time for a comeback story of its own. Um, After all, every game, deserves its moment in the spotlight. Um, Speaking of comebacks, did you hear about the baseball team that only used left-handed pitchers? They were always rounding the bases. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.